between this team, who are hoping to secure Champions League football for next season, and an Aston Villa side who are keen to pull themselves further away from the bottom of the table. Doesn't look as if there are going to be any changes made to the Arsenal side that started the game for the start of this second half, as a few last-minute conversations are had about how they're going to handle this second half. Certainly, Lisa Weiss, the Aston Villa goalkeeper, the busier of the two. So, Lydia Williams not being too busy just yet in the Arsenal goal. Now, Aston Villa return to the pitch. He smiles as Manu Iwabuchi has a conversation with Elisa Ndao. Lisa Ben is your referee, just collecting the ball. Ensure that it is 11 versus 11 before this second half gets underway. So the shadows will let you know that Arsenal are sort of kicking into the sunshine for this second half by the looks of things. The shadows getting just a little bit longer here, as you would expect in this second half, but I think the temperature considerably warmer than it had been with the previous challenges of putting this fixture on. But eventually this first league meeting between these two sides can take place at the very end of February, after 3 previous attempts had to be postponed. Like Marissa Rivas, the Aston Villa captain, was the last player out for the home side. Chloe Arthur placing the ball down in the centre circle, and very close to the second half getting underway, goalless at the break. But a lot of pressure from Arsenal on the Aston Villa defence. And with Maritz early in this second half, a player who made her first start in the most recent Women's Super League game for Arsenal, at defeat against Chelsea, having been coming back from an injury. With BT and out to McCabe. Sunshine's fairly low. You would expect that might make it a little bit difficult to see the way forward, although the Villa goal in shadow. Ale intercepting the pass, gets the ball back. She's been good at doing that so far, Ale, but now she loses it. And Arsenal push forwards. Van der Donk halts her run. Cutting in from the left-hand side is Miedemar. Miedemar goes for an effort. And it's over the crossbar in the end from Miedemar. But I think Lisa Weiss in the Aston Villa goal, just with a shrug and a look at her defence. I think Aston Villa might be happy if that's all that Arsenal offer in this second half at long-range shots off targets. Back-to-back defeats for Arsenal coming into this game. But the Arsenal coach Joe Montemuro saying, you know, he'd be concerned if he felt his team were really out of those games. Felt that they weren't exactly miles and miles away from being in the matches that they most recently lost against Manchester City and Chelsea. Nevertheless, not picking up any points from those games. Iwabuchi wins the ball back for Villa. This could be a chance for Larsson. Larsson behind BT. Larsson still with work to do, and again, she's pretty much on her own, really, Stina Larsson. If she finds herself running at the Arsenal goal, I think very aware that she has to do all the work herself. Because Villa are busy defending in numbers at the other end of the pitch, largely in this game so far. Nil-nil as Myanmar chases a pass. Again, Asante is there, but the block will take it out for another corner for Arsenal. So many corners that they've had already in this game. And McCabe to take this latest one in the shadows. Early in this second half. That big scoreboard will let you know how things are at the moment here at Banks's Stadium. Heading towards the 50th minute. McCabe with a corner and lifted over by the left boot of Myanmar. Well, she's finished each of the last two seasons as top scorer in the Women's Super League. A ratio of more than a goal per game. So has scored 12 goals so far this season. This her 13th start for Arsenal in this campaign. A run by Mead. Twisting and turning as the ball drops out to Mead again. BT forward to collect the pass. Myanmar square to Ward, who had a few opportunities in the first half here against Aston Villa. Mead back in field to Myanmar. Myanmar shaping it onto a left boot. Blocked by Asante. Cross back into the 18-yard box. There's a chance from Van der Donk and lifts it over the crossbar. Crossing from the left-hand side. A volley by Danielle Van der Donk over the crossbar and out of play. Well, she was on target, Danielle Van der Donk, as were Myanmar and Ward in a friendly against Belgium during the international break. Also scoring in a friendly against Germany. In fact, the winning goal in that game for Van der Donk while away with her country. Williamson wins the header. Arsenal win a free kick. Keen to take it quickly. Mead cutting in from the right-hand side. Again, Hutton and Haig doing well to stop the cross, but at the expense of another corner. I think we might be heading up to double figures for corners for Arsenal in this game. Still 0-0. Just waiting for this corner to be taken. Comes into the 18-yard box, straight into the gloves of Weiss. Sticks to her gloves like glue. Close attention as comes back into midfield at Larson, running into an Arsenal cul-de-sac. Van der Donk with a quick pass. But Ward collects. Volti will leave it for Beattie. Nobbs out to Moritz, poked out to Van der Donk. Van der Donk with a high ball. Oh, that might have been a cross-come shot, but Weiss again right behind that ball. For Aston Villa, much like in the first half, a lot of possession from Arsenal. Saying that, it's Aston Villa who have it at the moment with Iwabuchi, but Arsenal with a lot of the possession so far in this match. But with 35 minutes left to play, goalless at the moment, and the opportunities they have had have been dealt with by the Villa defence, and also a very confident-looking Aston Villa goalkeeper as well. Ward looks forward. Ward has to thread that between the Villa defence, but Sante will watch that back to a goalkeeper. The pass just sort of splits Jordan Nobbs and Miedemar. Arsenal with a game against Birmingham next out up for them. Aston Villa got to play Manchester United next for them. So if things stay like they are or even improve, obviously valuable points for them in staying in the Women's Super League this season. 10th at the moment, 4 points above the bottom side. Ball with Iwabuchi. Arsenal win it back. Ball though dropping into midfield where Villa will collect again. Iwabuchi's shot from what seemed like nothing that gave Aston Villa their most recent win, their last Women's Super League match here against Tottenham. So facing two North London opponents in quick succession. Exchange of passes between Beattie and Williamson. Maybe a chance for Arsenal to push down the left-hand side. And Dow with an interception, comes back to her in midfield. Out to Hutton. Back to Haig in that solid so far Villa defence. A little back heel from Iwabuchi, and Dow is up from the back, and Dow with the cross from the left-hand side. Beattie is there, could come back. This could be a chance for Iwabuchi. A back to goal, gives it back to Ndow, and Dow with a shot that just goes over the corner of the Arsenal goal. Elisa Ndow, who'd advance from part of the Aston Villa defence, helping to support Iwabuchi up front, coming back for a shot just wide of the Arsenal goal. Just over 30 minutes left to play. Will either side score a goal in this game? Will it finish 0-0? Still plenty of football to be played, but just waiting to see if this deadlock will be broken. Square from Williamson to Miedemar. Out from Rord to Mead. Mead with a low ball in. Oh, and this will go in at close range from Miedemar. Beth Mead with a cross in from the right-hand side. Vivian Miedemar inside the 6-yard box for her 13th of the season. They've been knocking and knocking on the Aston Villa door. And this time, who else but Vivian Miedemar to give Arsenal the lead. Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 1. Well, she hasn't had too many opportunities, Miedemar, but Beth Mead with that cross from the right wing. And I think Aston Villa are going to be making a change. And very soon after that goal was scored, Freya Gregory coming on for the home side. So the 18-year-old midfielder, just a second substitute appearance for her in the Women's Super League. So Miedemar having scored for Arsenal. She's on the attack again, Miedemar. Sante's there to collect, back with the Sante again. Now Iwabuchi. Hutton was the player who came off for Freya Gregory, just to confirm that change for the home side. It's with Gregory now.
Stay high! Man out a chance! Go keep! Stay high! Lock on left side! Locking. This way! Freya! Left back! Right back! Come on, aggressive! Come on, Lee.
That goal may well give Arsenal the confidence to keep going, to try and get even more in this game. May well have knocked the confidence of an Aston Villa side who'd done so well up until then to stop the Arsenal chances, but well, I'm sure there are very few who can stop Miedemar from that close range. With Gregory, one back by Nobbs, and referee says that's a foul by the 18-year-old on Jordan Nobbs. Ball out to the right wing. Another chance for Arsenal from distance, and Weiss has to push it over. Well, that a long-range effort towards the Aston Villa goal in the hope of giving Arsenal their second in this game, but tipped over by Weiss, who's been really superb in the Aston Villa goal. It's been incredibly busy so far, but looks really capable of dealing with so much of what Arsenal is throwing at her. This time it's a corner that comes to Williamson, and I think Ndow aware that Weiss was just behind her. Arsenal looking for a cross this time from the left-hand side. It was a Beth Mead cross from the right that led to Miedemar's goal in this second half. Beattie's pass, just a slightly heavy one. Drop out just in front of McCabe. With Williamson. Villa, as they have done for a large part of this game, really having to watch the passing of this Arsenal side, take their opportunities when they can, maybe an interception as it's passed between the team who are in navy blue this afternoon here at Banks's Stadium. Have won it back, and it's Evers who gives it to Ihebuchi. Bearing down on her was Nobbs. It's on the overlap, gives the ball back to Beth Mead. To Mead again, pulls it into Rords. Ihebuchi doing well to try and win the ball back, and does really well to keep the ball in place, in play as well. Ihebuchi halts her run to turn it back to Arthur in midfield, out to Ale, who's on a run down the right wing. Van der Donk able to shepherd it out for an Arsenal throw-in. I'd say this is one of a couple of games in hand that Arsenal have in their attempt to secure Champions League football next season. Joe Montemuro talking about, you know, realistically having to set other targets for this Arsenal side after their recent defeats, having a Champions League place to play for, talking about his side continuing to keep going this season as it finds Mead and then Rords to Nobbs. Nobbs racing forward. Nobbs gives the ball to Miedemar. Miedemar on the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, it was Weiss who pushed it away, but then it dropped into the path of Jordan Nobbs, who was there to follow up and extend Arsenal's lead here. Miedemar saw her effort pushed away by Weiss to Jordan Nobbs to make it Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 2. I'm not sure, Vivian Miedemar just sort of, her gesture to the bench, I don't know if she's suggesting that she might want to come off. I'm not sure if I've misread that gesture from her. So 2 goals in this second half. (2-0) to Arsenal with about 23 minutes of this second half left to play. I think certainly on paper the expectation would be for Arsenal to win this first league meeting between these two sides, but after recent results and well, what has been, as we've already seen, an unpredictable season, it wasn't certain. This game isn't over yet, but with 20 minutes to play, this could be a chance for number 3. Oh, and it bounces back off the crossbar, and then a header is into the gloves of Weiss. The initial effort comes back off the crossbar, and then the follow-up is collected by the Aston Villa goalkeeper. A real chance for Arsenal to score another goal in this game, but this one denied by the Aston Villa goals. On the attack again, though, very quickly. This time it's with Beth Mead, who's cutting in. Evers. Stopper getting the shot away. Jordan Nobbs adding to the goals she scored in home wins against Bristol City and Everton in December, with that second goal for Arsenal here at Banks' Stadium. McCabe on a run down Arsenal's left, does well to keep the ball in play. McCabe thought could have done better maybe to give that back to Van der Donk, but dealt with by Asante. "35 years young, the Aston Villa defender. Her trophy cabinet includes a few with an Arsenal side, as here it's with Miedemar. Might be picked up by Mead. Mead onto her left boot. Curled wide of the target by the number 9. A whistle from the referee, maybe an indication that there might be another change being made. So yes, so Miedemar is coming off. So maybe I didn't entirely misinterpret that gesture from her after the second goal of the game from Jordan Nobbs. Just a reminder, these players have been off on international duty, so even though it feels like an awfully long time since we've seen them in the league, they have been off playing with their countries. So a change made for Arsenal with Miedemar coming off and Caitlin Ford coming on. A player who is coming back from an injury, injured her knee in the defeat against Manchester City, but the time it's taken for this game to be played has allowed her the time to recover, I think, a bit more from that injury than certainly I don't think I was expecting her to play in the well, in the third attempt to play this football match, but able to play her parts in the match that has eventually been played at the 4th attempt. Comes to Rord. Rord's efforts, Weiss down to her left-hand side, but it was just going wide. I think she had that covered, though, the Aston Villa goalkeeper, but again, looking up at her defence. Heading towards the half-hour mark in this second half as it finds Mead. Ward is the player for her to aim this at if she can. Comes back through midfield to Valti. Touch back from Ward, shot from McCabe, and that's goal number 3, and that's probably the pick of them so far. The strike from Katie McCabe from outside of the 18-yard box, a powerful effort past the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Arsenal in control here at Banks's Stadium. It's Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 3. To feel somewhat for this Aston Villa side who stood so strong for large parts of this game. Well, for the first half, essentially, Arsenal had so few chances of so few real opportunities, largely due to a solid Aston Villa defence, but looking stronger and more threatening in this second half, with corner after corner after corner as they win yet another. And with a comfortable lead at the moment as another cross drops into the box. Van der Donk now. Villa into the Arsenal half, out to Iwabuchi. Iwabuchi, good ball from her to find Larson. Larson, oh, what a shame that the flag had been raised. I thought that maybe she just stayed onside. The cross looking for Larson from Iwabuchi, and another change to be made with 15 minutes left to play. I think Rord is the player who's coming off. In fact, a couple of substitutions being made. So Van der Donk has come off to be replaced by Leonie Meyer. And Lisa Evans has also come onto the pitch. So a few more changes made by Arsenal. And I think a change also being made with Iwabuchi coming off, and Emma Follis coming on for the hosts. With Evers for Aston Villa, out to Ale, who'd dealt with so many threats from this Arsenal side, but they kept chipping away, didn't they? And after a fruitless first half, they've scored 3 goals in this second. Miedemar, then Jordan Nobbs, and then a wonderful effort from Katie McKay, but the other end cross. It isn't quite to Larson, who I think maybe he needs to just slowly get back to her feet. Just over 10 minutes left to play here. Out from Williams to Beattie. Arsenal just happy to hold on to the ball at the moment, just passing it between defenders and goalkeeper before it's pumped forward by Williamson. Might be laid off for Nobbs in midfield. She flicks it out to a possible cross from the left-hand side, picked up by Mead. Mead with a shot that's straight into the gloves of Weiss this time. A low shot into the chest of the Aston Villa goalkeeper. And another change to be made for Arsenal. And Jem Beattie is the player who will be coming off. Lotte Wubben-Moy, the player who will be coming on. And Patton has come on as well. Maritzi, player who's come off for her, so plenty of Arsenal changes with 10 minutes left to play. So Wubben-Moy coming on as a sub for her England debut. In that recent win against Northern Ireland, where she replaced Leah Williamson in that game for her country. Well, Arsenal have been struggling away from home recently, taken 1 point from their last 4 away games, losing twice in Manchester against United and City, once against Chelsea, and managing a draw against Reading. So this will certainly improve their away form, as well as being their first win in 2021. If the scoreline stays as it is, I think it would take something extraordinary now, wouldn't it, for Aston Villa to win here at home against this Arsenal side. 3-0 a trail at the moment. Patton. Forward pass turned back by Asante into midfield. Cross in from the left-hand side. Dealt with by the Villa defence. Haig may have got the touch. Now with Volti out to Patton. Patton stepping forward. Ball pulled out to the right-hand side. Cross in. This time again, it's away, just behind Mead. Mead with the pass forwards. Back into midfield. So collected by Wubben-Moy. Just passing it around now with the confidence of a side who are 3-0 up in this tie. Ball out with Evans. Evans short to Patton. Arthur collects again for Aston Villa. Follis out to Ale. Larson tries to get there first, but will be Volti to give it back to her goalkeeper. Just over 5 minutes left on the clock. 3 goals for Arsenal in this second half. And none in reply from Aston Villa so far. But the first booking of the game, the referee showing a yellow card to Nadine Hansen. A free kick, might even be able to hear birdsong at Banks' Stadium. It's a shame, really, because what you'd want to hear is supporters of both of these sides enjoying the football that they're seeing and cheering on their team, either delighted by what they've seen from Arsenal or encouraging this Aston Villa side. Hopefully we're not too far away now from seeing supporters back inside football grounds. I think the referee, was that a foul throw? I'm not sure. I think certainly a blow of the whistle from Lisa Ben, and another throw to be taken by Ale for Aston Villa on halfway. Villa can't continue to advance down their left. Drops away from Follis. Now with the Aston Villa captain, Evers. Follis's pass blocked by Patton. Out for a Villa throw-in. Keen to take it quickly is Freya Gregory. About 4 minutes of the 90 left to play. There will be some injury time added on due to the goals and the changes that have been made. A chance, though, maybe for Arsenal to extend their lead. Ball back inside the Villa 18-yard box. McCabe, who was the player who scored the third, doesn't play it forward but pulls it back to midfield. Back an infield to Nobbs. Moy back to her goalkeeper. And now maybe an opportunity for number 4 to be scored. Beth Mead plays it short, a chip into the 18-yard box and a header that's in to make that number 4 for Arsenal as we head towards full time here at Banks's Stadium. A cross in from the left-hand side this time, a header at close range, and Lisa Evans was there to head it in to make it Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 4. Well, their last win, Arsenal, was a 4-0 victory against Everton, 4-0. They lead here now with just a couple of minutes of the 90 left to play. Lisa Evans, her first goal of the season. Of course, players not really allowed to celebrate with the exuberance that you'd expect from them at the moment because of the protocols, the coronavirus restrictions. I think they're maybe just supposed to wave at each other from 2 meters apart, despite the fact that now obviously they're wrestling with each other at very close range. Aston Villa maybe with a late opportunity to get a consolation, and well, thought it was heading closer to the Arsenal goal than it was in the end. What looked like being a shot from my angle turned up being a cross that goes out for a throw-in. Well, not close to finding out how much added on time there will be at the end of this game. Arsenal keep the ball in play on the far side. Evans on a run, scorer of Arsenal's 4th goal. Drop back to Patton. Coming across was Hollis for Aston Villa. And then Gregory. So I think 3 minutes being shown by the 4th official. And we're into that added on time, at least 3 minutes. Fortunately, not a game, I hope I haven't spoken too soon, that has involved any injuries as such, which is good news. But obviously substitutions being made, and the 3 goals that have been scored by Arsenal in this second half, meaning 3 minutes of added on time being shown by the 4th official. Shadows getting longer here at Banks's Stadium as time ticks away in this first league meeting between these 2 sides. One that Arsenal is going to win. Mead inside the 18-yard box, wriggles, well, tries to wriggle away from Asante. Ale sticks out a boot. This could be a ball into the box. Patton was the furthest player forward for Arsenal if the ball found her. But Endow with the ball back into midfield. A minute and a half of this game left to play. Maybe this is what Arsenal will do for the next minute and a half. The Aston Villa team watching the passing of this Arsenal side. Ball launched forward just over the head of Jordan Nobbs. Now it's Patton who's there. Gets the ball back from Evans. With Williamson, chance perhaps for one last attack from Arsenal very late on here at Banks' Stadium. Not too far away from the full-time whistle being blown. Ale back into midfield. And that is full-time here at Banks' Stadium, a first league meeting between Aston Villa and Arsenal, and it is the visitors who claim all 3 points. All of their goals scored in the second half. Miedema scoring her 13th of the season. The captain, Jordan Nobbs, there to mop up for goal number 2. An absolutely brilliant goal from Katie McCabe to make it 3-0, and then Lisa Evans late on to ensure Arsenal's first win of 2021 as they go for Champions League football next season. A first league meeting between Aston Villa and Arsenal. At the 4th attempt it's been played, and it has finished Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 4.